Alright everybody, welcome back to another kind of a preview video of things to come for Old School Tactical. What you're looking at right here is the counter sheet for the Airborne expansion. Maybe I can zoom the box in here for a moment. So there's your Old School Tactical Airborne. So again, this isn't quite out yet. These are still waiting to arrive. So I just, still want to just kind of show you some of the things to expect. So there's one counter sheet that we have here, and it's got Airborne up here. Well, first you've got some of the named leaders up here. Winters, just thought I'd point that one out there. So you've got your, Band of Brothers type scenario possibilities here. After you have your Airborne, we'll zoom in a second. I'm just kind of giving you a chance to look over the counter sheet. So you've got Airborne that start up here, named leaders, Airborne down here. Then you have some supply drop markers. Now again, I'm just kind of showing this, not explaining the rules on how some of these things work. But you've got supply drop. You then have another row of German rifle infantry. He's included a few more moved and fired markers. You've got some smoke, a couple more foxholes, and then some included vehicles to help bulk out your vehicles. You've got some C-47s, a section here so you can do your airdrops. Then we have M36 Jacksons. Looks like there's 2 Jacksons, 1 Hellcat, and then a couple more Shermans. Then you have another Whirlwind, German anti-aircraft, 1 more King Tiger. So if you saw the other counter reveal video, there was 1 King Tiger in that. So this will bring 2 King Tigers to the game. Another Jag Panther, a couple more Tigers, not King Tigers, but just Tigers. And then a couple SDKFZs right there. Got like 4 of them. And then a couple more trucks, right? So there you go. There's what we're including. What I want to do now, though, is zoom in. I'm going to try and zoom in just so you can see how the Airborne counters look, because I think they look really good. Now, if you've looked on Twitter, I think we've posted some pictures on Airborne, so you may have already seen these, but I wanted to give you a chance to see how they look in person on the counter sheets. And I think they look pretty darn good. And then the leaders, there you go. Hopefully that's okay. Let's see, we got a couple different poses for leaders too. There's one. There you go. So that's basically the two pictures that you've got. I think the difference is the sergeants are kind of the posed here with the weapon, and it looks like the officers are just kind of that posed. Well, he did give us a couple here. Problem is, I'm just trying to figure out how to excuse me, the leg of the camera here is kind of in the way. And then there's your winners. Yeah, now because these are the counter sheets that Mark was taking to Gen Con, or I think it was, no, not Gen Con, Origins. So these are our counters he was showing. Looks like this got a little scratched up. Yours won't come scratched up. That's the goal. Now there is, on the other end, it's Airborne, but it wasn't a leader, but it is a sniper. So it looks like you're going to get two sniper counters. And then we'll just come down and take a look at vehicles, because I know some people really like their vehicles. But there really isn't a new vehicle on here. So these are the vehicles that you would have seen in the counter unboxings for Old School Tactical Volume 2. But just kind of give you a quick peek again at the artwork. And there's your King Tiger and your Jag Panther. So Shane Logan has done, again, remarkable work. The artwork just keeps getting better and better. And if you have a chance, I know this is talking about the Airborne expansion for Old School Tactical Volume 2, but if you're into art and counter art, hit Jamworks Facebook page. That's for Shane Logan, and you can see some of the artwork he's putting into Old School Tactical Volume 3, and that also has Marines and Japanese forces, and they look amazing. But there you go. Let me unzoom. Hopefully that gives you an idea of what's to come here for the Airborne expansion. We'll take a look. The Airborne expansion also has another map. One thing with the Airborne expansion, again, just to point out, it's another big box. It's actually bigger than what Mark wanted, what Mark Walker wanted. So there's actually going to be some space for you to hold extra, you know, like if you got extra Kickstarter stuff. I actually have a lot of the Kickstarter things that we'll show you as well, and all of that fits into the Airborne expansion. So finally, for those who have asked for storage options, not only are you going to get a great counter sheet, another map that we'll take a look at, but you'll finally have space to store your Kickstarter extras as well in the Airborne expansion. So thank you for tuning in. If you do have questions, want to see something in particular, just let me know. But for now, these are your counters for Airborne. Yeah, someone might say, how come there's no German Airborne? I'm a tinkerer with game rules, and I'm already looking at, I could create scenarios where I can use the Airborne rules with maybe SS units to represent, you know, Fallschirmjäger. So I can create some of my own situations. Yeah, the aircraft wouldn't necessarily be German aircraft, but for people who like to tinker with the rules, there's nothing that says you can't. All right. So if you do come up with maybe your own ways to use German infantry and whatnot, and create your own airborne scenarios, don't hesitate to share. All right. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.